Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga. Palliative yoga is primarily a preventive style, but it can have therapeutic effects also. It is designed for stress reduction and to increase the energy of communication in body system, which stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor issues can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key, so if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either, so people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Remember to keep your spine straight but not stiff at all times. Support your back if you need to. Do these practices gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Slower is better. Visualize the part of the body being exercised for maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain and should be done within one's capacity. Make sure the breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, this is not the forum to ask. Please send an email to the email address provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
We begin with 3 ohms as usual. Take a deep breath in. We go on to the chakra vibrations. We begin with our awareness at the perineum. And looking over here, I don't see anybody new over here. So the perineum, you all know where it is. Focusing there, we do the mantra LAM as we press the little finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. LAM. 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 Release the fingers one last time. Lam. Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and this is the place behind where we urinate. There we do the mantra VAM, and as we do it, we press the ring finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. VAM. Release the fingers and continue. Now we come behind the navel in the middle of the body. As we draw in at the navel, we do the mantra Ram and we press the index finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath. Ram.
Ram with middle finger.
Yes, Ram with middle finger. Press against the middle finger, yeah. Ram. 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 Release the finger and continue. Ram. 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 Bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body. And there we do the sound yum. And as we do that, we press the index finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath. Yum. 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 Release the finger and continue. Yum. Last time. Yum. At the throat, we do the sound hum, thumbs up mudra, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Hum. 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 Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and here we do the sound chum and thumbs up mudra. Take a deep breath in. Chum. 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 Release your hands. Chum. Top of the head, we do Om. So there too, thumbs up mudra. Take a deep breath in. Now we go on to our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the throat. The throat is the bottommost part of your mouth, where you can feel the hole where the food and the air go through. And that is also the place where you have the vocal cords. With your eyes closed, as you observe that place, make a big smile and feel how it stretches slightly over there. As it stretches, the sides get pulled over and the middle part remains like a little hole. And that is where, think of it like you're sucking through a straw. Inhale and exhale and feel the air slowly rub over there as if sucking through a straw. So continue inhaling and exhaling. If you have your video on, it allows me to check whether you're doing it fine. Raja, you're not getting it. You're at 50% or 40% efficiency level. You need a bigger smile.
Should I do it, doctor?
Yeah, you can do it perfectly okay. Padmavati Kaliappan, you're not looking happy. Yeah, look happy, smile. Don't feel like you're having some kashayam.
Is it better now?
Yes, continue. Perfect. Thank you. Anita, you're doing it pretty good, but you're at 70% efficiency. If you make a bigger smile, it'll go towards 100%.
Dr. Narayan, are you able to see me?
Yes, yes, you're okay. Continue.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, I'm going to skip on the respiratory mantra for now. We will do it before the Bhastrika Pranayama. So now let's go on straight to the neck exercises. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently tilt your head. Bring your ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt the other way. Bring the ear towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Continue. Surina, can you follow me? Just keep watching me and move your head along with me. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Can you do it like this? Yes. Anita, you're moving your body more and your neck less. So why don't you make the camera a little bit lower so that we can see more of your yes. Continue doing. Very nice. Sharda, can you again make it a little easier? You're doing it too vigorously. So Vijaya, did you want to lead? Okay, go ahead.
Sure, doctor.
Go ahead.
Now, as we come back and exhale, look over one shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and look over the other shoulder. Inhale and come back and continue. Now, as we come back, And with the next inhalation, we'll take our head backwards. Exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale and head backwards. Exhale and chin down to the chest. And continue. Now, as we come down, we'll move to the 360-degree neck rotations. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half and continue in the same direction. Now, as we come back to the center, we'll switch directions. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half and continue. Now, as we come back, we'll move to the shoulder exercise. We'll alternate shoulders. Inhale and lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down and continue. And now as we come back, we'll move to our hand exercises. So stretch your hands and keep them straight. As we inhale, we'll open up the palm. And as we exhale, thumbs in and fists down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and continue. Now we'll rotate around the fists as you come back. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. And continue in the same direction. And as you come back, we'll switch directions. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale the other half. And continue. Now, as we come back, we'll bring our elbows in line with the shoulders. And as we open out our palms, wrists, and fingers, we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and continue in the same direction. We'll now switch directions and go the other way. Inhale and exhale and continue.
Before we go to the next exercise, I want to add a new one.
Sure, doctor. We're done with this.
Okay. So what we want to do is sit back on your chair if you're sitting on a chair, or if you're on the floor, you're fine. Bring your palms right onto the seat in front of you or the floor in front of you and lean into the palms, but don't let the shoulders come close. Keep the shoulder comfortably apart and the palms of the hand, feel the weight come onto the palm of the hand. And then with this as the posture, do the happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayam. We'll do it for 1 or 2 minutes. Continue. The more you lean into your finger, greater the impact you will feel. Okay, now continue, Vijaya.
So we'll now interlock our hands and bring them behind the head. As we exhale, we turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. And as you do this, make sure your hands are at 180 degrees and the head is straight. Continue.
Can you bring your elbows in line with your shoulders? They are coming a little forward. Stretch it back and make the head up. So that posture is perfect. Exactly, that is beautiful.
Now, as we come back, we'll move to the next exercise. Let's get our elbows above the head. As we exhale, pull to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and pull to the other side. Inhale and come back. And continue as you feel the stretch on either side when you pull.
The primary stretch is in the shoulder blades. The secondary and minor stretch is at the pelvic region.
Now, as we come back, we'll move to the next exercise. So get hold of your elbows behind the back. And as we exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back and continue. Now, as we come back, we'll move to the next exercise. So get hold of your hands on either side of the spine. And as we inhale, we push back, making a backward arch. We exhale and come back. As we inhale, we push on the other side. Exhale and come back and continue. And now as we come back, we'll move to the next exercise. And we'll do both our shoulders together. Inhale and lift up both the shoulders. Exhale, push back, rotate, and bring it back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, push back, rotate, and bring it back down. And continue. And now as we come back, relax and we'll move to the next exercise. So for this one, let's cross one leg over the other. Hold the knee with your interlocked hand. Exhale and pull up the leg and turn to the same side as the leg you're holding. Inhale and release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release and continue. Feel the stretch in your thighs as you do this. As we come back, we move to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release and continue. Relax as you come back. We'll move to the next cycling exercise. So we'll do 5 rotations on each leg. Inhale.
Actually, let's skip the cycling exercise today. Let's do Anulom Vilom Pranayam for 1 minute and the respiratory mantra for 1 minute, and then you go to Bhastrika. So let's go on to alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Those of you who know it, please proceed with the visualization. And those of you who are new, what you do is close one nostril, exhale and inhale. Close that nostril, exhale and inhale, and continue that way for today. On weekends, we give more detailed instruction, including visualization. That is good. Now we go on to the respiratory mantra. Visualize inside your body, in the middle of your body, behind the sternum, there is a tube or a fine line going through the top of the head and out of the body. And visualize that there is a vibration flowing there, going out of the body. And the vibration is 3 syllables. Haim, im, Haim, im, So visualize Haim, im, Haim, im, Haim, im, It has nothing to do with the breath, so it can go as fast or slow as you like. And if you find for whatever reason it's going too slow and you're unhappy about it, then make sure that you don't keep the awareness inside the body, but rather keep your awareness above the head and do Haim, im, Best is to keep it flowing. Haim, im, Haim, im, Haim, im, Continue. Now, Vijaya, you can go on to the Bhastrika Pranayama.
Sure, doctor. So there are 2 ways of doing Bhastrika Pranayama. One way is to place our hands over the abdominal area. And as we inhale, the abdominal area, the chest and the shoulder expand. And as we exhale, the shoulder, chest, and the abdominal area contract. The other way of doing this is to have our hands close to the body, loose fists. And as we inhale and push up both hands, the shoulder, the chest, and the abdominal area expand. And as we close our fists loose and bring our hands back down, the shoulder, chest, and the abdominal area contract. The exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation. We'll do this keeping our eyes closed and 20 counts for each round. So if you're ready, we'll begin. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7.
Anita, lift up your elbow slightly more. That's good. Yes. Exhale.
Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations in your head and also as they dissipate.
Continue to the next round.
Ready? Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations in your head and also as they gently dissipate down the body.
Keep the eyes closed so that you can let the sensations even out and open out the nadis in the body. Eyes closed and keep observing. Now mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. If you have a personal mantra, you can use your personal mantra. Otherwise, just keep listening to the Om in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, raise your hands up and bring it 6 inches in front of your eyes before you open your eyes. And then look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. So with that, we end the session today. If there are, first is anybody new, this is the time we introduce ourselves. So I see Anita who has joined us for the first time today. So Anita, please introduce yourself.
Namaste. I've joined before, but I was not regular.
Okay.
Anita Rautra. I'm in West Coast in Sunnyvale. I work here as a program manager. Namaste to everyone.
There are a number of other people who are also from the same area. She lives in Sunnyvale, and there are others here from San Jose and various other places in that neighborhood.
We are from Fremont,
Okay.
Who is from Fremont?
from Bhupendra and Urvashi Shah.
Okay, wonderful.
Nice to meet you.
How's everything in Fremont? Fire is so much on that side.
It's clear now. It used to be very smoky, and we didn't have a 3-day sun, no sun at all. And that dropped temperature. The previous temperature to the next day was 30 degrees down, the temperature difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
But we are it's clear now. The air is now breathable. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Okay.
Any questions?
Yes, yeah, question I have.
Go ahead.
When you take breathing, inhale or exhale, it should be a normal, or you take it like a deeper breath?
What happens is normally you're not aware of your breath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially the part is now we become aware of our breath. When we become aware of our breath, whether you like it or not, if you breathe with ease, it will be slightly deeper than normal. You see, what happens is when you breathe without awareness, it used to be said that on average, a person will be breathing 15 breaths a minute, unconscious breathing. Okay? Now, these days, the tests indicate, this is going back few decades back. These days, in the recent tests they have done, they say people are breathing as much as 20 breaths per minute. And 20 breaths is indicative of more stress in their system. They're having shorter breaths. Okay? So when you do aware breathing, it comes down to about 10 breaths per minute, 10 to 12 breaths per minute when you're aware, even if it's normal, right? And so that the idea is to breathe not in a very consciously slow way or anything, but try to make it, naturally slow. And you will find each person will be different. For some people, they will breathe about 6 breaths per minute, some about 8 or 9, 10, some maybe up to 12. So it will be in the range of 6 to 12 breaths per minute is what it will naturally happen. But you do the breathing with awareness as opposed to unconscious breathing.
So then in that case, is that make little sound so next person can hear you?
No, not necessarily. You may not make any sound at all. The only time sound is likely to come is for people who have been asthmatic for many years, or people who have had any kind of, congestion in the chest. For them, the sound may come.
Okay. Thank you.
You're right.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
No sound, but when I do Ujjayi breath, the
Yeah.
happy thing, that time I do feel like I'm making
Yes. For Ujjayi,
sounds like a humming, not a humming. I don't know how to describe it, but there is a sound. I can feel it.
yeah. How about if I say like a wind tunnel sound?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So the thing is basically what happens is that is a natural sound that will come, but the sound is not so loud that people around you will hear, but you can feel it, right?
I can feel. Yeah, I don't.
Exactly.
Nobody's next to me, so I don't know, but I can feel it myself.
Exactly. And so that would, when you do Ujjayi, that sound will be there. You will feel it within, but it may not be so loud that others around will, you may hear. Yeah, Archana Chaudhary, go ahead. You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, talking about breathing, sometimes like if we make a conscious awareness of breathing, we inhale through our nostrils and exhale. But when we do Ujjayi, we're inhaling and exhaling from here. And then after that, whenever I'm inhaling, I'm not actually, I kind of now realize I'm not inhaling through nostril. I'm just like from behind the nostril, like it goes deep and then exhaling deep too. Is that correct or?
Well, whichever way in which you breathe, as long as your mouth is closed, the inhalation is happening through the nostril, but in the throat it is constricting. That is all.
Okay.
Okay, so the nostril is not being eliminated.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So Veena C has asked, Veena C is a new name to me. No, I haven't ever seen before, right? So she has asked whether it makes a difference whether you breathe through the nostril or through the mouth. Yes, it makes a big difference. In yoga, if you breathe through the nostril, the breath is guided more towards the lungs. If you breathe through the mouth, it is more guided towards your GI tract.
Yeah.
So in other words, you can understand where the breath will go and what it will cause.
Okay, so Dr. Narayan, I have a question.
Yeah.
This is Bhupendra Shah.
Yes.
If you're senior and you have a hearing impairment,
Yeah.
when you breathe, especially when you do pranayam, you are conscious of breathing exercise. And the sound level, if you're impaired, then naturally you want to hear your own inhaling and exhaling. So naturally it would be at a higher velocity than when you're unconscious of doing. So that would also make a little sound.
If you are talking of Ujjayi, perhaps.
Uh-huh.
But other than Ujjayi, I don't think it is relevant. Do you think it is relevant?
At least that's my experience. I've been doing pranayam on and off from last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever I do conscious pranayam, my wife always complains, hey, your sound is too loud.
Not complain, but I feel, let's clarify the situation. Because when he breathes, I feel that he's giving strain to himself. And then after few breathing, he coughs. So that's why I'm telling him that don't strain, take normal or little slower than you are taking the breathing. So please explain what happens when this kind of situation.
Let me ask you another question. Bhupendraji, do you have any snoring? Actually, I shouldn't ask you. I should ask Urvashiji.
Yes, I have a lot of snoring.
Okay.
And I went to at least 2 times sleep apnea tests, okay? But there is no need for a machine, so.
Okay, that may be part of the problem. And where do you live?
I live in Fremont, California.
Okay. So at some point in time, I don't know whether Uma is over here. Uma has...
I'm here, doctor.
Oh, yeah, Uma is here. So at some point in time, you may want to connect with Uma and take a Nadi reading, and perhaps we can test to see what are the pranayama or mantras that can heal this. And by the way, we are experimenting to see whether the ears can also be regenerated.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
Because I had a thyroiditis and I had a radioactive ablation of my thyroid about 20% in 2006. So sometime I do get, depends upon the thyroxine level, my voice or breathing become variable and the horsing sound.
I see. So after, is it ablation or radiation of
No,
the thyroid?
it was a radioactive iodine 132.
Yes. So essentially with radiation, they kill the thyroid.
Right.
And so you're now permanently on thyroxine?
Yes. And my wife also had a last year, November, removed complete thyroid by operation.
Well, the doctors have become busy with you. What has happened is, if you let them get their hands on you, they will keep you busy all the time.
Yeah, that's what first time and first surgery in my life, first medicine in my life. Yeah.
See, what happens is, when hyperthyroidism happens, it happens because of some form of, how to put it, unusual stress in the system. Okay? Like my mother is 91 years old. She's with me here.
Wow.
And when she was 84 years old, at that time, 85 years old, at that time, she developed a bout of bronchitis. And it was largely because, her grandchildren who came from India and things brought something, and then she caught a bronchitis. And it took her at the age of 85. She lost 25% of her weight. Actually, first the bronchitis came, then we didn't realize through the recovery process over a 4-month period, we find she has lost a lot of weight. And so when they checked, they found it was hyperthyroidism. But then we had a good person who was known to us, an endocrinologist, and he actually put her on this tapazole, metamazole, right? And he put her on it, and he would monitor the blood level of the thyroxine every month. And what was happening was, after 2 months, he said, reduce the dosage. And after 4 months, she was completely out of it. Everything had become normal. Then he explained that what happens is, in a significant percent of elderly population, it becomes with the treatment of the medication with a temporary, support for it, it becomes all right for a lot of people. And so they, of course, she did have what do they call it? That MRI they give with the radioactive iodine, they take the MRI. And he said that she has a nodule over there. But on the other hand, the thyroxine level came to normal. She didn't require anything and everything is fine.
Right.
Now, what they find is, within younger people is whatever the stresses that they are living with, they are unwilling to give up their stress. So because they are unwilling to give up the stress, the only way out is to kill the thyroid. So for younger people, they kill the thyroid and they are on medication lifelong. But for older people, it is possible to recover out of it.
One more thing, can I have a contact info for Miss Uma for Nadi checking?
Sure, send an email to Anu. You get the email that you're getting, reply back to that email. Unless, if Uma, you want to give your thing over the chat?
I already did.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. You can note it down, Mrs. Urvashi.
Yeah.
Urvashi ji, you can note it down.
I have a question.
Yes,
Just
go
a
ahead.
second. There is somebody from iPad who has written that how come I feel more nervous and weird when I exhale, a little lightheaded. Is there a way to ensure it's relaxed breathing? So I don't know who's on iPad, but whoever has the iPad, they have written this question.
I see.
Oh, that's Veena C. Okay.
Okay. So the thing that happens is, breathing through the mouth may result in that. The other element is, If inhalation is longer than exhalation, then in which case that too will make a person unsettled. You'll have inability to relax if inhalation is longer than exhalation.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So
Dr.
I was
Rajan, can I ask a question?
Yeah. Go
My question is regarding the eye exercises. How frequently it need to be done in a week?
But actually, you can do it every day.
Oh, okay. Okay. All the exercises, all the eye exercises, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Doctor, is there any mantra for that lightheadedness that I can do?
No, not at this time. You need to be properly, your lightheadedness that you've been complaining for the last few days.
Yeah.
You need to find out the reason for it. You said blood pressure was normal, right?
It's okay. Yeah, I've been taking it. It's okay.
Yeah, but you need to figure out what is the one that is causing it. Because as is very clear, today you didn't get lightheadedness after yoga, right?
I'm still sitting, so I don't know. I haven't gotten up.
So why don't you stand up?
When I stand up, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think your problem is related to something else. And you need to just go to your doctor and get that resolved as to what is the cause of it. Okay?
Yeah. Like I said, I had it before and then nothing came out of it. They did all kind of testing at that time. And right now I'm avoiding going to the doctors because of the COVID.
No, sometimes actually, unless it is a very serious issue, if you go to doctors, they will give you the runaround and they may actually do things that may not be ultimately good for you in the long run.
Exactly. That's why I'm avoiding it to, you know, trying to stay trying to stay hydrated and could it be the low salt or low potassium? Could it be any of those things?
I don't know the answer, but if you told me that low electrolyte creates this problem for you. Okay.
That was one thing they had said at that time.
If that is the case, the electrolytes contain all of those over there, those salts that are in there that help you. Okay.
Okay.
So you can try with the electrolyte, but what I will suggest is once the COVID situation relaxes a little bit, we have one unit that is there in Los Angeles with Dr. Rajan Mahajan.
Okay.
And so what happens is once the COVID relaxes a little bit, then you might want to get tested on the machine to see what it is, what is the underlying deficiency that is causing this problem. Then in which case we can give you an answer.
Okay. Can you send me the contact for him?
Sure. Actually, right now he doesn't want to see anyone because of the COVID situation.
Right.
And so where do you live in Orange County, you said?
Yeah, city of Orange, Orange County, close to Irvine.
Okay. So they are probably about, they are in the city of Los Angeles, but in that neighborhood called, what is that neighborhood?
Artesia. Artesia? Cerritos, Artesia?
No, not Cerritos. It's right
Palos
by...
Verdes.
Huh?
Palos Verdes.
Oh,
Yes.
Palos Verdes. That's very far.
Yeah.
That's quite far from me. Is there anybody around near?
Nobody else that I know of, but we'll figure out.
Okay. And then you were also going to do something for the thyroid with somebody else.
You can see what happens is I have to kind of repeat this again and again. The same thyroid exercise doesn't work for everyone equally.
Right. You said you were going to do a separate study for us or something.
Oh, did
another lady? There was another lady and myself.
I see. I don't remember for whatever reason. But the key part is to do that, we need to measure. Without measuring the nadi, we cannot do that.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So Meera Bhutta wanted to say something, right? Go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask you, like, you know, for Nadi Parikshan, do you have anybody on the east side here on Florida area?
Florida, yes. You are where in Florida?
I'm in Orlando.
No problem. Actually, we'll set up an appointment for you. Her name is Dawn Guile. So
Okay.
Dawn will be coming into Orlando, not this weekend, but the weekend after, or maybe even on weekdays, she may be available. So she lives in a spot that is in between Tampa and Orlando.
Okay. Yeah.
And in Orlando, we have access to a place. I don't know whether you know Brahmaratan Agarwal.
I work with him.
You work with him. So what happens is in his offices, we can do the testing.
Yeah.
You work in the
Okay.
office itself?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Right in your office, you can have it
I'm
done.
with him for 25 years.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
So Narayan, how are you doing today?
Oh, how do you think I'm doing?
You look good.
Yeah.
Dr. Narayan,
Yes.
I would like to just share information on the thyroid.
Yeah.
In my family, we have an autoimmune disease. So my
Yes.
brother and I, especially I started with from age 40 to 61, I had every third year thyroiditis, means I had a hyperthyroidism for 1 month. And I would lose 20-pound weight and my pulse rate would be 120, 125. So very high metabolism. And with the Inderal, it was controlling in 1 month, it would disappear back to hypo. And it went 7 times. So at age 65, my daughter, who is a rheumatology arthritis, says, Papa, best thing as you get older, you have a blood pressure, you better get rid of that thyroid. So, and go to that. That's why I had a radioactive thyroiditis operation.
Any of your children developing autoimmune thyroid issues?
In my family, we have 5 siblings. All of them have a thyroid problem.
I didn't ask about siblings because they're all finished.
Right.
The thing is,
Yeah.
basically, I'm talking about the next generation.
Yeah, next generation has a,
Yes.
his sisters.
My niece and nephew, both of them have a thyroid.
Okay. Before they get their thyroid busted, if they want to work with an autoimmune corrective, this thing, we have been very successful in curing autoimmune conditions.
Yeah. Because perhaps it's anemia, but you're tingling of the finger.
All of that. The thing is, where do they live?
My brother lives in Florida. I live in California.
No.
Yeah.
The
But not in
children
California.
lives in California. One is in Sunnyvale and one is in Sacramento area.
Okay. So the thing is, basically, at this point in time, Uma lives in Foster City. So that is close enough to Sunnyvale.
Right.
So, you can, if they're interested. By the way, it is very important that they be motivated and have a belief, okay?
Right.
If they have this thing, oh, all the medical world, they don't have this thing. What is a mantra going to me? Don't even send them to us.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have a internal faith from strong
Exactly.
faith.
You see, what happens is the worst people for us are people who get recommended by family members and close friends who thinks it's good for them, but they themselves are, not on their own willing to take the initiative. You see, in scientific studies, there is something called the nocebo effect.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And so the thing is, basically, we don't want anybody of that category.
Correct.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we'll call it a end of the session today and see you all tomorrow.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, doctor.
Namaste. Thank you, Vijaya.
You.